What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Ego rumor mill, just like the name suggests. This is a rumor, not official, yet there are sources that are indicating this may be true, and I want to give my thoughts. Rumor has it Miguel Cotto may face Yuriorkis Gamboa. Yes, you guys heard it, Yuriorkis Gamboa, Cuban gold medalist that fought Terrence Crawford and Orlando Salido, which I tell you guys all the time on my channel, it's all about consistency. That I am. I'm definitely consistent. And to me, this is a horrific fight. This is retarded. It makes no sense for Miguel Cotto, a guy who has fought at 140, 147, went as high as middleweight of 159 when he fought Sergio Martinez, defeated Matavia, and became a lineal middleweight champion. His last fight was against Saul Canelo Alvarez. I was born ready. How do you go from facing Canelo, who is a big junior middle, to a Yuriorkis Gamboa? Again, this is not set in stone, but Gamboa is doing interviews. He did an interview with FightNews.com, and he says he will go up to 150 in order to secure the Cotto fight. The rest is in Miguel Cotto's corner, man. So this shit is getting out of hand, to be honest, with all these fights that are being made. First, you have fights like Canelo, Liam Smith. The only thing is, okay, at least that's a junior middleweight, even though he's not that heard of. It's just Canelo vacated his belt, avoided Golovkin to fight Liam Smith, which is considered the weakest link out of the stronger 154-pound fighters or champions, right? Then you got Golovkin versus Brook, a welterweight jumping up 2 divisions to fight a guy who nobody can tame or deal with his power at 160, actual 160 pounders. Now a welterweight is going to have to take the challenge. And Golovkin and his team is saying that Golovkin fighting Brook, that's his biggest test. So, I mean, what does that tell you about Golovkin's resume if the best win is if he beats Kell Brook, a welterweight? You know what I mean? This is getting, like I said, this is just becoming a pattern, and it's not. I don't know what part of the game this is. Gamboa versus Cotto. I mean, who wants to see that? I mean, I rate Gamboa in his divisions. I thought 135 might have been too much for him. He looked good at first, but he got stopped by Terrence Crawford, and now you're gonna put him in there with Miguel Cotto, possibly. It's just this is not making sense. I don't even. I think Cotto, to me, he should retire if he's looking at options like this. When he was on board or trying to make the fight with Juan Manuel Marquez, I'm like, cool, I have no problem with that. That's a good scrap. Marquez is not that big. Cotto maybe can make 150 now, so I didn't have a problem with that. But Gamboa, I don't know if you guys have ever seen Gamboa. His height, he's very short. It's just, this is not making sense, man. And these fighters, the Amir Khan and Canelo fight, where he jumped up to fight Canelo at his weight, where he was comfortable, no rehydration clause. I'm just not trying to see that. And like I say on my channel, it's all about consistency, and that's what I give you guys. It's consistently. When you see me saying the weight issues about Golovkin Brook, I also said those same issues about Canelo versus Khan. I even made a 7 reasons Amir Khan and Canelo Alvarez should not happen next, right? And that's the exact same thing that I'm saying about Yuriorkis Gamboa fighting Miguel Cotto at 150, period. You look at other people, you look at other writers, other channels, and I guarantee you they don't cover their bases like that, because I see it, I hear about it. Oh, they're okay with Canelo Khan, then they bash Golovkin Brook, or vice versa, or they're okay with this fight. Man, I'm not okay with none of it, because none of this is not boxing to me. You know what I mean? What's next? You know what I mean? It'd be one thing, maybe, if we got like Terrence Crawford versus like Lomachenko, because Lomachenko, from a skill perspective, maybe can make that interesting, but I'm not even a fan I don't even want to see that straight away. I want to see Lomachenko do his thing down where he's at, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, at least be somebody who's considered the top level. To be honest, I haven't really watched much Gamboa. He's fought like no-namers after he got knocked out by Terrence Crawford to build himself back, and I have no problem with that, because if you get knocked out and knocked down 4 times and knocked out in the fashion he did by Crawford, then that makes sense to build yourself back up, build your confidence back up. So again, across the board, I make sure my T's are crossed and my I's are dotted. And just like I didn't like Canelo Khan for the weight reasons, Same reason I don't like Golovkin Brook happening next, for the weight reasons. And the same thing for Cotto potentially fighting Gamboa. These fights don't make sense. Again, if Gamboa went up there, fought Tim Bradley at 47, beat him, or did something, then I'd be like, okay, maybe that's something, because he showed he could beat a top level guy who only lost to Pacquiao, right? But for him to go straight away from whatever weight class, I don't even know what his last fight, I want to say 130, maybe 35, but to go from that all the way to 150 to fight a first round Hall of Famer like Miguel Cotto with no tune-up, and his last big win was probably before he got knocked out by Terrence Crawford. And you got to keep in mind, like, Gamboa, he's a good fighter, real good fighter, but he was getting dropped by, he got dropped by on the Pacquiao undercard against I think it was Mercita Gesta. Yeah, he has some power, but he ended up winning that fight. That's just not a fight that I like. I mean, Cotto got power, you know what I mean? And it's just these circus fights, they're always gonna miss me, you know what I mean? Unless it just happened to be one that really makes sense. Like I said, if Lomachenko moved up a division or two based on his skill level, maybe. If it was like Mikey Garcia moving up from what he last fought at 140 to fight Danny Garcia at 147, those wouldn't be as bad, because those guys have both proven to be like top level. Garcia's never been knocked out. He had a long layoff, so he gained some weight, things of that sort. But Gamboa, Cotto, come on, man. Let me know what you think. Drop it in the comment section. Make sure you like my video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.